bucket of nuggets and bucket of chili.
I'm finished with you. And what's more, I'm going to make sure everyone else is.
Good morning, fellow YouTubers. Bear Prepper here.
Hey there, friends and family. This is Dan. I'm here with the Dan and Adam Are Afraid podcast. It is Sunday, September 28th, 2025. When you hear this episode, it will be October. So it is also our first Halloween episode.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life.
I forgot, and we'll get into that. But
I see a cat tree appearing in the back. Yes.
no, that's an apparition. That's an apparition behind me.
Cat trees.
Hey there.
Halloween. Sorry. Go ahead.
I have a guest introducing himself. Let's hear it for Joey first on the show. We got longtime collaborator Joey. How you doing, bud?
Doing all right. Glad to be back. It's been a while. Been busy. But hopefully I will be on quite a few episodes in the next couple months with all the fun Halloween shit and maybe special guests coming around. But otherwise, just been hanging in there.
Glad to hear that. And of course, joined as always by our co-host Adam. How you doing, bub?
Yo, Dan, I'm ready to lay it down today. How are you doing?
I'm really hyper aware of my chair making noises. That's what I'm doing today. I premiered a new song, a new intro song. Do you like the Kurt Vonnegut? He's like, it's me, Kurt Vonnegut.
Nice. Yeah, no, I noticed that new song. Yeah, it sounds good.
Like I upgraded my Reason software. I was on Reason 9.5, which is the 2016 version of the software. I updated it to the newest version, 13, for on cheap because it's on sale. And then that inspired me to make a new beat, and I made a new beat. And hopefully I keep making more beats, but we'll see. You got my first beat. You audience, you heard the first rough, bad beat that I made coming back. I'm really rusty.
Rough, bad.
But
That's
better
what
than,
we do.
You know, it's I'm at the top of my game.
Yeah. When I was listening to that 800 Cherries album that I posted earlier this week, I thought about, maybe it's about time to break out with a keyboard and download Reaper, see if I can remember anything about it. Then I just decided that was a lot of work. My cats would probably fuck it up anyway, so I just thought I'd go for a jog.
How are your creative outlets going, Adam? What you been up to, man?
Oh, I've just been up to reading. I've been up to doing a lot of trying to do a little bit of writing here and there. Man, that's my game. That's my game, and it's fun. It's not fun at the same time. You know how that goes.
What you saying?
Oh, just say any creative prospect. Like, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awful. But hey, that's life, right?
Good morning. Just want to speak on cats complaining about how the industry works, have to constantly create content or have to constantly put out music. Man, then go get a job, all right? I had a job for fucking 20 years. All I cared about was creating. That's all, man. I did everything just for fun. Had health benefits, 401k. Shit, right now, motherfucker robbed me, he'd just be practicing. If you in this for money, man, go somewhere else. If you in it just to create, then you already winning, man. Stop it. Motherfuckers act like in the 90s we weren't plastering posters and flyers everywhere. Constant. That's content. Motherfuckers acting like rappers weren't on 100 different mixtapes. That's constantly putting out material. This shit been going on. The game just a little different. But stop fucking complaining, because it sounds like you want fame and money. If all you really want to do is create, man, you can do that. Peace.
I would pay him never to talk again.
My friend Nate No Face. Nah, man, he's awesome. You guys suck.
Man, if I'm not making money, I'm not making sense. So You know what I'm saying, dogs?
I don't know, man. I'm in this for art. That's what my thing has been this week. I don't even care anymore. I've faced the event horizon of, dude, we're not gonna get more than 1,000 views on an episode. That's a reality. So at this point, we're doing this as a passion. So either we're doing this as a passion or we're not doing it at all.
Well, I'm not giving that check back, just so you know, Dan.
Yeah, no, we end up paying our guests out of our own pocket.
Yeah, just cash that next week for us, okay? The way my bank works.
Yeah, I want my Plex dollars to be valid, please.
Plex dollars.
Yes, that's what I'm paid in, Plex dollars.
What do I got? I want to be alive. I gotta say that on every episode so I don't kill myself.
Good morning. Just want to speak on cat.
So, Adam, you said you were reading. Are you reading anything good?
You know what? Actually, I'm reading. I read a lot of fiction, a lot of novels, and I'm reading Cloud Atlas right now, which is I don't know if you've seen the movie, but it's like 1,000 times. Like usual, it's better than the movie. Like that movie is insane. Every 5 minutes, somebody walks on. Like there's a lot of prosthetics in the movie, and so like every 5 minutes, Halle Berry walks in with like a weird nose. And you're just kind of like, it's kind of like a jump scare. But
is that the
Lena
movie
Dunham shows up? She's black.
Was that the movie that like Bae Nuna was in, the Korean actress?
I think so. Yeah. There's like there's a whole bit about an android, and they're all the androids are like Korean. It's weird. Yeah, everyone in the future is like slightly Asian, even the white actors like Tom Hanks. So it's problematic. In some circles, I would imagine, but you didn't hear anything about that when it came out, or did we?
Me. Her name is Bae Duna, not Nuna, but close enough. We can't say it right anyway.
Yeah,
I think that was an interesting career choice for Tom Hanks, Mr. Sleepless in Seattle, the first celebrity with COVID.
He's always out there setting the benchmark.
Nobody got COVID like him. That's right.
All right, I don't have anything for this episode. So, do you have any topics?
Well, as far as books and stuff, I started a book called Wrecked. And what's this guy's name? Should have had that. It's in the other room. Alex Gonzalez. It's like his first book, and it's like someone who's habitually on the internet and looking at all the live leak stuff you shouldn't look at. And I don't know. I'm only halfway through it, but it's pretty interesting. It's got fucked up. Not for... If you don't like weird stuff, you shouldn't read it. But otherwise, maybe so. Halfway through, I'll give it a thumbs up.
Oh, that sounds pretty... My wife is one of those people who watches like videos. Apparently they're on Facebook now. You can just go on Facebook groups and find like fucked up videos. And I get to hear, I don't watch that shit. Dan knows that I'm not going to watch something like that, but... Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting part about modern life.
Your wife's in a Red Rooms chat?
Yeah, she's paying. Yeah, she's like playing poker on one screen to pay for her Red Rooms subscription. Subscription? Yeah, subscription.
Good morning, fellow YouTubers. Bear Prepper here.
Yeah, I never fell down that hole too much. Like, there were certain classics that you saw. It was back in the time, like, Saddam Hussein's execution and things like that. And I was like, there was enough. Like, you know what? I don't think I need this. I don't think I need to see it. I can imagine what it's like. It's not cool. I don't know. The book's interesting. She might like it.
It was very grainy footage. Mm-hmm. Talking of 2009, was that 2006?
Somewhere around there. When did she die? Yeah, 2006. So shortly after.
Let's pull up the video.
Yeah, let's get that audio playing right now.
What do you guys think it would have been like to live in the Ice Age?
Cold.
very, very chilly.
Dude, at some point, millions of humans were subjected to the Ice Age, and they just had to live through it. They didn't have cell phones. They didn't have TikTok.
I had to look that up. I didn't. I was like, were humans in the Ice Age? I guess they were, but it shows my knowledge of evolutionary history.
That's why it's on the topic list.
Oh, shit.
Humans were in the Ice Age. bitch.
But that was 120,000 years ago. I thought, no, we've been around, what, 6,000 years, right? The Earth is only about 6,000 years old. Welcome back to the Protestant Hour, everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been on the topic list for a while. I don't really have that much to say about it. And yeah, it would have sucked to live during the Ice Age. You had to like take down like, I don't know, is that woolly mammoth time? We're taking down a woolly mammoth during the Ice Age.
I think they just
Just like-
let's see.
Just 12 humans surrounding one giant furry elephant.
I don't know when they went extinct. I thought it was like after that even.
Oh,
Try to
shit.
clone one or something. Wasn't that a thing? Were we cloning mammoths at one time?
Yeah, I think we're trying to bring them back along with them and dire wolves.
I mean, mammoths would be pretty cool though. I mean, it's just a elephant with hair, right? I mean,
Definitely something I'd want to pet, I think. A big woolly mammoth. Well, let me pet you.
Adam, what compelled you to shave your face this week?
I don't think we need to talk about that, but since we're here, yeah. You know how sometimes you could, like, if you're not paying attention, you might shave something too far down? Well, I did that, and so then I was like, well, fuck, I can't, I'm not going to, like, give a goatee, so I just took it all off.
anytime I'm clean shaven, it's usually for that reason. Because I've tried to like trim it in a certain way, maybe lower that line a little bit, the natural line, get it down there like Commander Riker, looking super good. And then you get like down here on one side, and like it's all got to go now.
Yeah. yeah. That's
R.I.P.
That was a real sad thing I did yesterday. When I like the first little brush, and I was just like, oh God, no, that is too low.
Well, Adam, I hope you have a Halloween pick lined up for next episode. Bringing that up now in case you forgot.
Oh boy. I mean, we'll see. I'm curious of your reaction to it, but yeah, we'll get there.
We will get there. Let's get into our first movie, our first topic of the day, the Conor O'Malley Film Festival. Woo! I'm really off today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm tired. We're talking about some Conor O'Malley today, and that was the impetus of this episode. And I said, hey, let's watch some Conor O'Malley short films. Did everybody have time to watch the accompanying short films?
I did. Second for all of them. Actually, third and fourth for some of them.
Whoa. Sorry. In order, we're going to go through and we're going to talk about Corey's first. Now, Corey's is the first one I watched, and I wasn't sure what to expect. It's one I've been meaning to watch for a while. I don't have a trailer or anything for Corey's, but this is the one where Conor O'Malley is named Corey, and he's in a Target with like his family, and it's like really unfulfilling, and then it goes crazy and bonkers from there. What'd you guys think about Corey's?
I liked Corey's a lot. I thought it was pretty funny. I've shown this to many people, and most people are just kind of like, you can tell when you're showing somebody something they don't really want to watch it. Like I'll be like, oh, you get a couple laughs here and there. It hasn't hit like with everybody, but I think that's just kind of going to be Conor in general for most people. I like him a lot. So Corey's was great. I don't know if we want to talk about our favorite parts. It's only 11 minutes, so I guess might as well, right?
What was your favorite scenes from Corey's, Joey?
Okay, so favorite parts of Corey's were definitely when he's like, and he works this into quite a few things. He does, like if you watch some of his stuff, like when he just is kind of talking, like the street interview type part, not street interview, but like interactions with people. And like when he's at the club with the tech bros, and that part right there, and they ask him like, what do you do? He's like, oh, we're in tech, and he's like, oh, that's all going away. that's about that. Other highlights.
There's not much to it, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was like, other highlights, and when it says we're going to take all the breeding age females and bring them to Las Vegas and distribute them among all the men who have changed their name to Corey.
Adam, what about you, buddy? Did you like Corey's?
Yeah, I like any. You can put Conor O'Malley in anything, and I'm gonna like it. Like I saw his stand up as well, And but for the Corys, I mean, that opening like sold me, just like his deadpan stare, and he's like staring at the mannequin with the with the nightie on, and like just him walking around with his wife, like sitting on his phone, watching Jack Ryan. I think that was like maybe my first LOL, my first laugh out loud moment in it. And then the amount of like Lynchian imagery in this one, I thought was really sick. You know what I'm talking about? When he's like, whatever that scene was, when like everything, like all the fucking, like, yeah, when he merges and all the colors and everything's going fucking crazy. I was like, man, if I was high right now, I would probably be freaked out.
Yeah, it's interesting you say Lynchian. I was thinking more like The Substance or
maybe some Gaspar Noé.
Yeah, something like that, or Brandon Cronenberg kind of does that.
I mean, I have a note here where it says like the effects are better than most movies for what they're actually trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I mean, and it's AI, right? It's generative AI being used. Is that obvious to you guys or no?
No, damn. Okay.
So that brings up my topic for just Conor O'Malley in general. I don't think it pops up much in rap world, but it certainly pops up in these shorts we're watching. Someone on Twitter, there's a couple of posts that I noticed, and I was like, oh, this is a great time for me to save these. Someone said, Alec Robbins on Twitter said, Conor O'Malley keeps doing stuff with AI. Too many arguments from people saying it's necessary for Conor to use AI to satirize the people he's embodying, but that's a dog shit counter. I couldn't care less how you use AI. It's using it at all that's the problem. He has other options. It's never been necessary for the joke. What do you guys think about Conor O'Malley using AI overtly in his comedy?
I think it's worked for him. I didn't notice. I mean, in general, I could agree with the sentiment to like, not use it or whatever, but I mean, it's here. We're not going to avoid it. Like the stuff he's used, like in the Corys, like all that trippy shit, like what's he going to do? Hire someone and pay him $10,000 to do that for him?
What about you, Adam? Mr. AI Adam over there.
Mr.
Half robot.
So they call me Mr. AI. Yeah, we've talked about it on this show before, our feelings about AI, and I know like it puts us in like contrast to a lot of podcasters and like creative people I like listen to and follow, where I don't know. Yeah, I think it works. I'm a big Baby Invasion fan, and like a lot of, I think AI is fine depending on who's using it. Isn't that like what it really matters is who's using it? And like Joey said, like they're going to pay. Like, I don't even know if Conor O'Malley has like the money to pay for a graphics artist to do the stuff that he did in this. That's my feeling on it. I'm cool with it.
I'm increasingly ambivalent. I'm very neutral on the topic. I can see it being bad. I can see it being good. I don't feel good about using AI. Do you guys feel good about using AI? I don't.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, there's certain things it works for me. Like I use it sometimes at work just to help out. Like there might be something and I can Google it and pour through it, but I don't want to talk about my job, honestly. But I don't want to reveal that over the internet. But it definitely helps. It's not like I'm writing scripts and doing that, because there's just certain things like I've switched to Linux recently, so you all can pat me on the back. That wipes out anything negative tech wise. I've heard that now I'm ultra cool, and certain parts I've had to figure out, and AI's helped, although sometimes it's put me down the wrong rabbit hole too. But as opposed to crawling through 6 or 7 Reddit posts that no one really answers, or going back and forth with people on different forums, or trying to watch a 16-minute YouTube video, if I can find it a little quicker with AI, I'm using it. I'm trying to be self-conscious of making sure it's good information. Anything that's factual, I want to go back and double check or look for a source or whatever else, or but it can give you a nice broad thing, a good starting point to jump off of and get into the deep roots of certain things a little faster than generic Google searches, because Google fucking sucks now. It's all sponsored at the top. People don't run individual websites anymore. If what reviews you do get are aggregated mostly, or it's just fucking inundated with ads everywhere. So it's a much cleaner interface to absorb the information compared to what, a basic search engine does now. I mean, I know people use different things like DuckDuckGo. I'm not super experienced with that, although I've used it, but it's just been a good experience for me, I guess, just because like I say, just ad placement and what you do on Google you get like the same few things over and over, and it's just, you don't get experts, you don't get a dedicated website to explain whatever it is you're looking to, So for me, it's a good starting point.
I have a friend who is in a her situation and is like fucking molesting an AI. So I don't know. I feel very weird about AI and its uses right now. I don't know.
Dude, I've used
artistically.
Sorry, go ahead. No.
Go ahead, bud.
No, I was just gonna say on that with like Joey made me perk up talking about like not using it to write scripts or anything. I can't imagine like this guy at my job was like, "Yo, man, anyone can write a book." And I was like, "What the fuck? What does that mean?" And like he's immediately like jumped on ChatGPT and was like, "Look at this." And I couldn't imagine using it for that. I couldn't even imagine using it to write my college paper, but like I used it to like, I would feed it, text from my textbook and be like, summarize this for me because I didn't have time for it, or like doing shit like that at work.
You're not just jerking off, you're creating legacy.
I mean, it could be a great editing tool. I feel like I haven't used it for that, but if you are writing a book and you go like, what words, can you give me a word count of the words I've used the most or something like that? And then it lists out, you've said however 18 times in 3 chapters, and you go, okay, well, my fucking writing sucks. I need to fix that part, maybe not having it replace like, hey, replace however with a different, but being to identify certain things and clean up maybe where you've messed up, or show you where you need to clean it up. Maybe that's the better way to say. Not to clean it up, but show you where you need to clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, none of these things are things that couldn't be done before with labor.
Well, and that's the thing though, like what he's talking about too, though, would be that would still, I don't have money to hire an editor, and I don't know. I think like even editing your own stuff sometimes is not a good idea. Like, because like you're going to be biased. Like you're not going to see certain things. And,
well, it's a limitation, right? Like, let's talk about that. There used to be artistic limitations, the barriers that would keep people from making art. Is it good? Is it a good thing that everyone can make art now? Seeing that everything's become content, now everyone's just making content.
Well, I mean, you could have had that argument before. It's like, well, let's talk about Rap World. I mean, it's a joke and it's kind of everything there, but there's plenty of people I've known that like, man, I'm a musician, and they're like those dudes. Like they don't know any music theory. They don't actually play instruments. They can't write fucking lyrics. They just like the idea of it, and AI is just a tool. It's like any tool we've had. I mean, indoor plumbing's great. I mean, I don't see many people out there being like, I wish I had an outhouse. I want to get back to the old ways, It's just,
I think it comes down to the environmental thing, but like, even the environmental thing, I'm like, well, everyone's driving a fucking car.
Well, yeah, the environmental aspect, yeah. You think that like every time like you're just like asking AI for a prompt for like dinner or something, you just wasted like how many gallons of water?
Yeah,
collectively over the year, yeah.
But that's something
it is pretty like bad.
And I know like that is an issue because like I know they're talking about having data centers here now, and how that's gonna like there is a bill like locally trying to pretty much make data centers pay more for using resources, so that like we don't end up paying more for water, natural gas, electricity, whatever. Because of all these data centers, because someone took a tax break and put it in, BFE 4 counties away, but, it sucks up what 8 counties would do, in that one data, or, just, I don't know the real numbers, but that's an issue.
I'm pretty sure this is already affecting Arizona. Like our electric bills are already going up through our various companies, our rates.
That's why we're going to need nuclear.
What about that New Mexico town where like the sheriff and the mayor got into a big gunfight and
I remember
Antifa got flown in?
It was crazy.
Over the
anyway, I like Corey's a lot. I think it's absurd. I do think the AI is interesting. Just an interesting thing to bring up about Connor. I'll give him the pass. I don't care. I think artists should honestly get the pass. But it's a good little short. I mean, it touches on, I guess, because I wasn't really super familiar with Connor O'Malley's work prior to this week, and the thing that we haven't talked about that I think comes to the heart of even all this stuff that he's making is there's a very real sincere heart to it. So in this one, it's that he's oh, I'm unsatisfied with my wife and my life and my stupid kids. And I'm at Target and I just want to fuck supermodels and I'm staring at this lingerie set. And, he gets to experience kind of this through merging with this other Corey. He's wish you were here right now. And he sees this other guy named Corey who's like him. And, they merge and he gets to live this crazy exotic lifestyle. And, at the end of the day, he just wants to come back home and hang out with his wife. and me just saying this is that you're just reading words on a page. It's hard to feel the emotion of that, but watching the sketch, it's really well done. And by the end of it, you're like, oh, thank God he got back to his house and everything's okay. But that's my favorite part about Corey's.
Wendy's bucket of nuggets and bucket of chili.
I do think, I guess one more thing about Corey's, I was really impressed with the makeup, on him. I don't know who did that, but those were really nice and gross and reminded me of 80s type shit and you said Cronenberg, I guess. What was the one? What's that movie shit? The guy from Alex Winters did it. What was it called?
Freaked?
Yeah.
Oh,
Freaked,
yeah.
It reminded me of stuff from that, right? Max Headroom from back in the day. That's before your all's time, I guess. Yeah. Have to say that.
Yeah, before my time. But I mean, yeah, I get what you mean. I thought I hadn't brought that up, but yeah, that's the makeup is really well done. And the first thing I saw from Corey's was him in the limo in the back seat, just grinning really hard, beating on the doors and on the seat.
Well, he has that really I don't know, that weird ginger face like the kids from Pete and Pete have, some gingers sadly have with the features that are just really big. So it's easy to put a close up on him and he looks at a certain angle and he looks disgusting. I mean, you can do that with anybody, but the way he the smiles and the grins and just really close on his mouth is he's so nasty, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's grotesque for sure. Adam, do you have anything left to say about the Coreys? So help you God.
So help me God. I don't know. Not much other than I think I love just how it looks like Joey said, it looks better than a lot of movies that come out. I love the ending with the other Corey getting up off the desert floor and walking away. I just thought, I really like that ending.
But he goes home in the stolen SUV. So what happens there? I mean,
he's gone. He's a goner. This was directed by, I guess I should talk about that, right? This was starring and written by Connor O'Malley. Was it directed by Connor O'Malley? No, it was directed by Dan Street. Congratulations, Dan Street. Your name reminds me of Dan Flashes. And let's talk about the next one. Next one up on the list is the classic that everyone has seen, Pipe Rock Theory. What do you guys think about Pipe Rock Theory? Adam, I'm going to start with you.
I think you showed this to me the first time. It was the night after we watched Baby Invasion, right? And yeah, I don't know. I really thought that it was that was a very good on theme thing to show me afterwards. Yeah. I don't know. I think my favorite part of this one though is definitely when the anti-pedophile brigade, when that starts to when that first gets introduced.
I'm Santa Claus.
And just I really liked it. I really like Connor O'Malley's fucking humor in this one.
What are you doing here? I'm buying Prime.
I'm buying Prime.
Yeah, so Pipe Rock Theory is great. Joey, I'm gonna let you kick off any kind of favorite scenes. What's your favorite part about this?
I mean, I like the whole thing pretty well. I think the day he put this on Twitter, you had posted it in Discord, Dan, and that's when I watched it. I don't know, was this like your first real big Connor thing that you watched? Did you happen upon it that day?
Yeah, aside from like, aside from just seeing him in Tim Robinson stuff.
Yeah, that's
this blew up though. I think it kind of expanded his audience a little bit.
Yeah. Now this one I showed to a bunch of people and they all thought it was funny pretty much. Favorite parts, all of it. Like I actually pulled the screenshots from the text messages where they flash on the screen.
Yeah.
I pulled those. That was pretty funny. We can read those in a minute. I mean, the whole thing is good. My favorite part probably though is when they're trying to make him drink the Windex or what is, I guess that's what it's supposed to be, is Windex. Because like, I don't know, like all those guys, like, I don't think it's a really, it's pretty popular sentiment among pretty much everybody that, pedophiles aren't great. I don't think that's something you have to like stand up and scream. I always find it kind of weird when people do like, I don't know, like seeing these guys that like do this and do the entrapment, like who I forget who like in YouTube got really big off that. They all got banned, I guess. But the vigilante stuff was just always weird enough for me. It's like, I don't know. I feel like this isn't something I should be watching. I feel like detectives should just be able to do this and like arrest these people, that's why we have
just like an
courts
excuse for
and
these people
jails to beat up people. Yeah.
It's just an excuse for these people to do violence, right?
I think so. This isn't like if it was your niece or nephew or kid or whatever else. Like these people are going out and trying, to find people to be violent against. I don't think you should meet inhumaneness with inhumanity as well. Just personally. So, that's what we have jails for. That's what we have courts for. That's what a civilized society is. Anyway, so all that shit was pretty funny. And of course, like when they hit him with the fucking rock and he's like, I told you. And they're like, what? I'm
going to fucking crush this over your head.
And then of course, outside of that, I think my next favorite part, and I'll leave it and let someone else talk about their favorite parts because it's only like 7 minutes, so I don't want to take everything. Is Tom Cruise jumping out of the car and like doing the Tom Cruise, arms out, hey, what's up? I'm here pose. It's like
that has to be the guy from. Do you guys remember the Corridor Crew? The guys who first doing the deep fake videos.
No.
Yeah.
And they did a Tom Cruise one, and I'm like, that has to be the same Tom Cruise impersonator. Like, maybe not. I mean, the act of impersonation, could not be. But I was like, that's definitely him, huh?
Oh, I know.
Crazy world.
Now, yeah. That's funny though. I mean, like, not Tom Cruise, just to make sure, so I don't get sued. It's not Tom Cruise.
I love it. I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, it's tough to pick a favorite part out of Pipe Rock Theory. Obviously, you already talked about. They call themselves the pedo assassins, and yeah, it's just so like authentic. That's what's so great about it, is like this whole thing's so authentic, right from the get go. You have this weird TikTok thing with all these filters, and you got AI probably in all of this, but you got all these filters and stuff. And it's just jump cutting everywhere. And you have these, the subtitles popping up word by word on the screen almost like really quickly. It's like perfect, like example satire of like this slop culture I'm always talking about. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about those text messages. You freeze framed them. What does he say to the 15-year-old girl or whatever? Okay. The 12-year-old girl.
The first one is December 24th. So I think that's great as well. That's funny. And Connor, so do you know why the pipe was making me tired? Reply, I'm 16 years old, ... The pipe was so loud I could hear it over my JBL speaker. And I was like, I think I have a crush on you. I was making a video about trying to get 50,000 steps in one day and raise awareness or crow's feet disease because my aunt died from it on the day I was making the video. I walked past my girlfriend house, misspelled house, and saw the rock and it was making noises. And the reply, that sounds scary. How old are you? And he replies, mentally we are ageless. Maybe the pipes are from hell. Do you think God is cool with smoking? I'm not sure. Can you send me a selfie? And then he sends the selfie with the blowjob hat on when he's shirtless.
Just the most insane expression, blank expression on his face.
I think the pipes made me sick. I can't stop drinking. Something I can't read 'cause the slop is on there.
Soda.
Tired.
He can't stop drinking soda.
Yeah. Handsome, should we meet up? And he's like, I don't know. I have documents about the pipe rocks and some beer for my parents I can bring. Okay, where? Target. And then he sends a picture of dead fish, I guess that is. They didn't even look hungry. Sorry, wrong person. It's just I don't know. Stuff like that's really funny.
Well, it's another good example of satire because in my girlfriend watches a lot of this React culture stuff where streamers react to other streamers reacting to other streamers, and it's always driven me crazy. But part of that culture too is they'll throw up just a frame of something. They'll be like, all right, pause it and you can look at it. So some videos that are I don't know, 9 minutes long, you end up having to pause throughout it to pause and read text messages or something. This is a great great satire. And then obviously, I don't know. I love how the guy just has he's you can use my old catering outfit that he just has in the car. Very LA thing, I guess. And he goes up to the guys and you got the password? And no one's prepared him for a password. And he's just butt fucker. And all right, pat him down. And then Santa Claus at the end is fucking amazing.
Well, there's also the great part when Bono's there. He just comes, hello. As a longtime YouTube hater, I enjoyed that.
You have little bits for everyone. They're they have Obama on the couch, and he's just Netflix. Protestant singer Bono has been killed. And Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. And I love Tom Cruise when they're with the aid of Tom Cruise and Scientology, he's like, I'm not a pedophile. That's all. Whenever I think about this video, I think about Tom Cruise saying I'm not a pedophile. And obviously the ending. Adam, go ahead and talk about that ending. I know it's very near and dear to your heart.
Well, I just love that. Yeah, Trump coming out and giving him the what is it? The Freedom Podcaster Award.
Nobody's ever done it like him.
There's something like that. They're giving away awards at the whatever Emmys or whatever now.
Freedom of
They're giving out podcast awards at the Emmys. Yeah, why weren't we invited?
I've been talking about it. I've been saying they need to give us an award, but they haven't done it yet. Vote for us.
To circle
Dan
back,
Dan and Adam.
I said last with Corey's. I have a note here. I was intoxicated last night when I was watching this, and the note just says Connor has 3,000 teeth.
Yeah.
It just must have been one of those big toothy things we were talking about that made me.
Absolutely, you're looking at the scene I was talking about. Yeah. Who ate all the pussy?
Who ate all the?
Why is he wearing a "Who ate all the pussy" shirt?
Once he gets Audacity to work on his computer, that part had me in stitches. And what was it? He was going to do non-pedophilic covers of R. Kelly songs.
Yeah.
I believe I can fly. It's not even him. He's once his cousin can get Audacity working on his computer. And we'll get into that with Rap World. I think that's really funny to just keep bringing up Audacity.
That makes me think of
as someone who.
That makes me think of Eddington when he's like, "Hey, does your uncle still have that Photoshop? Well, tell him to re-register it."
Yeah. And then Slugs. This one's really short. Not much to really talk about, but I'll share my story. I watched Slugs during work this week. And I would have recommended that to anyone watching it to listen to us talk about it is to get the maximum emotion from Slugs, I think you need to be in the headspace of the main character of Slugs, which I find myself in quite frequently when I'm at work. Yeah. When I'm just everybody's stupid. It's the Bob Kelso.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm smarter than everybody. I'm smarter than you. And I just feel that, Bob Kelso Scrubs, that gif of him just punching everyone down the hallway. I turned into that guy halfway through my shift every day. And so I tuned in and I was like, let me watch Slugs. And I put it on and, it's him just doing the thing I'm doing. And it made me laugh. It made me laugh at myself quite a bit. And again, it has the heart to it that I was talking about with Corey's, where all of a sudden he just gets stopped by this woman out of nowhere who's just like, hey, I like your jacket. Do you have a motorcycle? He's like, no, I would like to have a motorcycle someday, you know. And he just ends up following her, and you know, they have this romance, and it just turns out the whole theme and the vibe of everything around. He's just like, hey, everything's perfect. You just gotta find that one woman, and then she just randomly, like, you know, she dies.
Yeah. I love that she's wearing the red dress too, like the entire time.
In the hospital.
Do you guys like Slugs?
Yeah, no, it was it was just so funny. And I watched it like randomly like a few months ago, and I was just like immediately just his voice and just being like, everyone is a fucking slug. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I had previous to getting a new job last year, I had a job that was not so dissimilar from yours, Dan. I know we have vented to each other many times about those over the last 5 years or so. Is that how long since we've been talking now? 5 years almost? Jeez. 2020, right?
Coming up.
So
it's coming up.
But I have a note here. It's like, sadly, I feel more like Slugs than I should. But, you know, I would definitely have that same feeling. Like, at the end of the day, it's just like, oh, my God, how is everybody so dumb? How does this planet even work? Like, what a fragile system we live in. But, you know, I was talking, and the same with any customer service thing or anything that you're dealing with someone that, like, they out of their element, when they just need that for the few hours a year. And it's just like, man, everybody's so stupid. I can't be fooled with politics and laws. Everyone's a fucking idiot but me.
I can't be held accountable to their laws. And it ends really stark where he just like he has weapons on his fucking like bed and shit. It's pretty dark. It's cool. There's not much to say about Slugs. Adam, do you have anything to say about Slugs outside of what we already said before we move on to our main course?
No, not too much. Other than like maybe as an odd man out, I feel like a slug sometimes. Where I'm like, man, am I one of these stupid people in the world? Who's watching me calling me a slug? And but you mentioned
someone's definitely calling us slugs.
Like I love that part where like the first time she's like, I like your jacket, and before he says anything else, he's like, you're a slug. And she's like, what? You know, it's a motorcycle jacket. Yeah, like. Yeah, Connor O'Malley, man, he's good.
Yeah, I don't know. People say he taps into something, and I think that is true.
He's authentic.
Let's get into our main feature. Oh, he's authentic.
Well, it's also very funny how he would refer. I don't know. For me, when he refers to women as females, like that's always like I don't know. He's definitely like a toxic man, and that shit cracks me up. Females are light.
He's definitely satirizing that, right? Like the manosphere. Like that's the interesting thing, I guess, about his comedy is like, hopefully you have disaffected white males watching this and being like, oh, you know, hopefully maybe giving them just a moment of thought.
Nah, man, you know they love it. They're like, yeah, man. The satire flies over their heads.
I think like, you know, a lot of his stuff is like, obviously he's trying to be funny first and foremost, but a lot of it is also like you know, you usually don't have comedy like this if it's not partially about you as well, and being able to reflect on that and be like, oh, I'm actually stupid, like, you know. And I would think of that all the time, like the Slug stuff, like, man, is everybody stupid? Like and then I think to myself, no, like if I'm the constant factor here, there must be something wrong with me. I need to fix some things, you know. Mm-hmm. And I just think I don't know. He's I don't know what I'm even trying to say now. It's reflective, it's funny as well, and I don't know. It's good to laugh at yourself.
Absolutely. And with that, we watched Rap World from 2024.
What the fuck happened to my mic? Get out! You were literally fucking
Motherfucking quick kids at Prince Acacia. Let's go crazy tonight.
You fought sluts. I can't fucking scream. What do you want? You don't do that shit to me again.
Owning 100 Corvettes.
Rap World from 2024. Folks, it is episode 68. Welcome to episode 68, everyone. We're finally starting the episode. Rap World is a 2024 American mockumentary written and directed by Connor O'Malley and Danny Scharar. I don't know how to say his name. So two directors, we got Connor O'Malley and Danny Scharar. Written by Connor O'Malley, Jack Bensinger, and Eric Rahill, who are our main characters in the movie. I guess I'll just start. Rap World. Joey, I feel like you watched this first, right? When did you watch Rap World?
Last year. I think I watched it nearly like when it came out. Like I happened to be going down a Connor rabbit hole. And I guess I want to talk about a little bit real quick is how we all first heard of Connor. Because like I think I first heard of him like when I Think You Should Leave. I guess it was the second season came out because I had not watched the first one when it did. And everybody was talking about it in our other Discord that we were always, chatting about. And our friend Andy like posted some other links of like his Truth Hunters stuff. And from there I kind of would occasionally like pop in. If Truth Hunters is Connor's like funny MAGA conspiracy satire bit stuff that he does, which is also pretty funny. I would suggest anybody watching, though we're not going to talk about that. And eventually, I don't know, it must have popped up like in my YouTube algorithm or something. So I watched it. It was like, oh, this was released a few months ago. I liked it a lot. Like I said, I had talked earlier about knowing people like trying to do music and stuff. And I had some friends in college, and these guys actually had done different stuff. They had either played trombone or played little guitar or drums or something else. So they did whatever, and like we'd occasionally would get drunk and make beats and rap about stuff just to be funny. This one guy made some beat on Fruity Loops, which is funny. They talk about Fruity Loops here. I had a lot of friends that played with Fruity Loops, and like this, he would just like rap / sing advertisements out of random magazines we'd have around. And like, this is just stuff we're doing, like drinking a handle of vodka, like 5 guys in a dorm room. And so it was like, okay, I remember times like these. We were a little better than what they are doing. Obviously they're trying to be not good, but similar sentiment, just a bunch of fucking nerds who don't really have any direction yet, trying to have fun together. Always somebody there that you don't like that one thing. What do you say about, I'm really worried about you hurting everything in this project, talking to the one dude who ends up making a good beat for them or whatever, So I don't know. This second time watching it through, the first 15 minutes were a little more annoying to watch than I remember them being. But as it settles into its groove and I've watched everything, I don't know how much they film because the editing is so fucking breakneck in this. And so, what's the word? In your face. It's an experience.
Yeah, it opens with like 18 jump cuts.
Yeah.
And then so that's the first thing I saw of. Well, let me start back. Let me get back. I definitely saw Connor O'Malley and Tim Robinson's stuff. I Think You Should Leave. I think Adam's the same. I haven't seen any of his stuff at all. This is my first introduction to his solo work. What about you, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I Think You Should Leave is a groundswell. I don't know. It's a spring of Connor O'Malley water you get dripped. And my first thing I saw of him, his solo work, was his stand-up. Have you guys seen that? Like stand-up comedy solutions or whatever it's called?
I didn't watch it.
I watched about 30 minutes of it. But after about 30 minutes, I had enough of that bit. I think it's better as like it would be better as a bit, like a 8-minute bit where like, you get a bunch of stuff, but as a full show, it was a little much to sit through. I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and make my broad statement here. I think Connor O'Malley is funnier than Tim Robinson. So, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh shit. Shots fired. He steals the show for sure. Like in Friendship, like that's the memorable scene in Friendship is when he's like comes downstairs and like he's like and then when he gets up to give his speech and he's like segues into talking about Afghanistan. Like I just have to think that's something he came up with. Like
I don't want to pit my beautiful ladies against each other. There can be more than one powerful woman in music. But I will say Rap World had me laughing like consistently throughout. And that's something I wish friendship had more laughs like that. Like, friendship should be funnier.
I thought it was going to be a lot funnier than it was.
So, Rap World comes out on top, laughs per minute.
I can shoot another shot here that'll go straight to Dan's heart. Connor O'Malley was the only funny and good part about I Saw the TV Glow. Boom, did it, bud. Sorry, I had to go.
That was horrible. Yeah, I don't agree with you.
I know you don't. But because I was not a fan of that movie. Me and Dan have talked about this before, and I didn't like it at all. After hearing Dan talk about it, I can see why he did. But when that scene happens in that movie with Connor O'Malley, I don't know if I laughed that hard that whole year, just because he's just that guy, Still,
yeah, I need to get that on Blu-ray. I haven't rewatched it in a while. I just know he's like happy birthday. He's like doing the happy birthday song. It's like, come on.
I was talking about like the part where he gets like caught in the closet getting the blowjob or whatever.
Oh, yeah. He is just a dirtbag. Adam, you're from here, right? Like, you went to school in Arizona.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Connor O'Malley is like not someone I knew in Arizona. He's someone I knew in the backwoods of New York State. Like, he's a very specific white guy. Do you know what kind of white guy he is? Did you encounter this in Arizona?
No, yeah, I think I see what you mean. Like, not necessarily an Arizona guy. I could see, backwoods of New York. I could see like Midwest. He has like that Midwestern flavor to him. Where is he from, anyways?
That's a great question.
Let's do that Google food real quick.
I'll let you guys do it.
I did not need AI to find this out.
Good
This is
morning,
what it is.
Valley.
Born December 20th, 1986 in Chicago, Illinois.
Bam, there you go. Midwestern flavor.
Yeah.
He's definitely someone I would have hung out with in college. Like, I feel like, in my friend group there. They were a motley crew of
the real Connor O'Malley, not this character in fucking Rap World. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
These are the guys I encountered at. These are the guys I encountered at random house parties, like right after high school or whatever. It was like I don't know. Just playing beer pong with their shirts off and stuff.
Some parts of it reminded me, maybe a bit of a bummer. It reminded me of when we lived together, Dan, and like. I feel like there's like so many creative projects we were doing that would just kind of fall by the wayside. Sure. And we would just end up hanging out, watching like movies or something, smoking weed.
No, for real. I mean, I there's an element of that in this movie where they're just like, it's like, these are some of the best nights of our lives.
Yeah.
Like, I half expected them to never like start or finish the project. I was like, oh, we're just never going to see the rap. Like, it's not going to happen.
Well, one of the funniest jokes of the movie is when we finally see the rap and it's terrible. It's worse than you think.
It's good shit. I like when they go to the one guy's house, Serge Lapicha. I wrote his name down. I wouldn't know how to have remembered it. He talks about killing a hamster.
What was his character's name?
It was Serge Lapicha. That was the guy's name. It popped up. It was in the back.
In the movie? Okay.
Yeah. The dude in the wife beater and his mom or aunt comes in or whatever else, because it says his aunt, like her name pops up too and says his aunt, but he refers to it as his mom later. Telling him to like get up and check on his grandmother or whatever else. Like, I gave her applesauce. And she's not a baby. She needs food. Applesauce isn't food. But yeah, that was funny as hell.
It's a perfect representation of like you've been to your friend's house before or whatever, your white trash friend's house, and their fucking family comes in yelling at each other, and you're just like uncomfortable the entire time.
Yeah,
I've been in all of these situations. Like, everything just hit home for me in this movie.
Definitely. I mean, it's definitely like a small Midwestern, whatever. However, not Midwestern necessarily. Like. I guess there's an argument to be made if I'm from the South or from the Midwest. It's like kind of both. Just
here. But kind of rural, I would say. Yeah. It's like a
non-metropolitan areas where the most things you can do is go to the movie theater, then go to McDonald's or sit in a parking lot or try to find someone's house.
You got to drive 30 minutes. You got to drive 30 minutes to get to the new super Walmart they built.
Yeah. You're not taking a bus to go do shit. You're not taking a subway to go do shit. You have to fucking drive there. And, nobody has any money. you entertain yourself by making a mystic sauce joke in the drive-thru, and then your friend gets really mad. That was a good bit.
He did not like the joke. There's like too many good jokes in this fucking movie. I wanted to rewatch this. I didn't end up rewatching this. I watched it like 3 a.m. on like Tuesday night or something. And I would love to just, because like there's so many good bits. I guess I'll just like scroll through this fucking movie. But the first thing I saw in this movie that I want to talk about that really interested me, because I'm like Mr. Hauntology, right? I'm Mr. Mark Fisher over here. I'm interested in lost futures and I'm trying to, why am I so interested in that? I don't know. Maybe because current reality is so bad that I'm just like, how do we get out of this? How did we get here? And what is the solution to get out? Like, I'm not going to be able to change anything, but I could change something in my own life. Point being, when I saw this movie, or the first clip I saw, and I didn't follow up on it. I didn't watch it till, this week. But months and months, whenever this came out, I watched the first few minutes of it. And it opens with the Coldplay song that you hear in the trailer. The Viva La Vida song. When I used to rule the world.
God, I hate.
And that like is so nostalgic to me. I know you probably hate it, but like for me, being a guy who was like in 2009, I was a freshman basically, and like these are some of the most formative memories in my life. Like, and when he like leans over in the car, it's like this surreal moment where you're just out of nowhere. His friend's like, "Hey man, these are some of the most memorable nights of our lives." And it's just so nonchalant about it. It's the surreal element to it really, and the hauntological element really struck me because 2009, man, where this is set, take me back to 2009. I don't want to be in 2025.
See, like,
Adam,
and you're the same age as Dan, right? Or right around it. Is that right? No. Wait,
we're about like 8 years apart. I'm 39.
Okay, so we're all right. I thought you were. I'm 40. I'll be 42 soon, in about a month. And so, like for me, like the aughts, I graduated in '02 from high school, and the aughts I was in college, and most of the time there, definitely like the friend group I had was very eclectic. I moved around. I was easily able to move around. Like I could have went and played flag football with frat dudes just as easy as I went to the Beaux Arts Ball and hung out for the burlesque shows and people talking about, communism and religion and the weed circle versus, people listening to Boys Don't Cry or noise music and all that shit. Whereas I'm like, hey, let's listen to some blues or whatever. So it was an eclectic mixed bag, but when I look at the actual like mainstream culture of the aughts, I really hate it. I have no nostalgia for it outside of a handful of bands, like the pop punk era of that era and the Coldplay and all that stuff. Just a lot in general. It's like, and I go back and watch I enjoy some of those, stuff from the era, but like even the fashion and the frosty tips and the pop collar polos and all that stuff. And I felt like such like an alien at that time. I have like no nostalgia for it outside of times like this, like, hanging out with friends back then, doing the similar things. But I don't know. I'd never want to go back to that time.
I want to go to college for the rest of my life. Drink Miller Lights. It's that era too, Asher Roth. So let's talk about that. This movie is about parking lots, and he at the very end of the movie he reiterates it. He's like, some of the best nights of my life have happened in parking lots, and that kind of gets down to what me and you were saying, Joey, about the rural nature of just like, oh, we came to the grocery store with me and my friends. We're here, and there's a Taco Bell in the same parking lot. Let's get some Taco Bell and just hang out in the parking lot with our friends.
Yeah. I mean, we all had spots that we knew, like, people still hang out in the Walmart parking lot here, which a Taco Bell is across the street from. Or like, certain parks, they'd sit in the parking lot there. Or even, they were always like, in high school or especially high school, I guess, not really college, because college I went elsewhere. But that had, you always knew in college there was like one of my friends' dorm room was pretty much the door was never locked, and they didn't really care if anybody was there at any time outside of like, 2 a.m. sleeping. It was pretty much you could go sit there and someone's going to be in their room hanging out. And then when people moved off campus, go down to that street, and that door is pretty much always open, and there's always somebody ready to hang out, you know, because it was like the meeting place. It just changed where it was depending on where I lived. Now the meeting place is the couch with the cats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, what makes this so nostalgic and like almost heartwarming is like, even this podcast, we're not doing this in person. Like, it'd be great if you come move out here, Joey. We'll get a place together. But we're not doing this in person. A lot of people aren't doing things in person anymore, and it's, you know, it's a different culture. Like, would 3 people be together recording this album in 2025? I don't know.
Can you afford 3 microphones? I don't know if I can. I'd have to get a new interface. I only have a Scarlett 2, you know.
Too close to home, buddy. Mine's on its last leg. What else? What else about Rap World? Well, I love the sister that starts hitting on Eric Rahill. And Eric Rahill, I don't know. Apparently he was in Friendship. I don't remember him in Friendship, but he's great, man. Like the 3 characters in this are like so funny together, because you have the one guy who's just kind of like the middle man, right? He's trying to make sure everyone gets along, but he's also insane. They'll just like they'll be art, like we were mentioning earlier. They're like, hey man, I don't like you, and I think you're gonna ruin everything in this project over like McDonald's. and it just gets intense, and they're yelling at each other, and it just cuts to what is his name in this fucking movie?
God, he's in the paper. I've just watched this. I didn't realize that was him.
Jack Bensinger. They roll over to I guess his name's Casey, and he's just like sucking on a plastic cup really hard.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? I never.
And then they all start doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to go through and just mention all the jokes I like, because that's one. I like when they get the gun and they just start immediately pointing at each other and at themselves.
Yeah. Dude, the moment the gun showed
check
up.
this shit out.
Dude, I don't know if we should be messing with it. Oh my god. End it right ass now.
You ever think about that sometimes?
I don't have a reason to.
Like, the moment that gun shows up, I got nervous because I was like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
shit.
like, you were not practicing proper firearm safety. Stop pointing that goddamn gun.
His finger's just on the trigger.
Yeah, like it bothered me too, Adam. I was like, oh my god, like I could envision myself grabbing the barrel of that and smacking the dude in the face and taking it away from him immediately. Like, what are you doing? Get that away. But then he's like, everybody starts to point it at their head and take pictures. Like,
It's so ridiculous. I love when they go over to the party.
What's the album about? Is it a concept album?
It's about being just from Tobyhanna. Illuminating the Illuminati. You never seen me doing Bukaki on Benghazi.
I don't know any of the fucking characters' names in this movie. His name is Jason. Jason has a crush on, is it Kira? Yeah. She has a crush on Kira, and they go over to the party. And there's the moment where he's like, yeah, man, we're going to go over to this party and whatever. They get there. And I love how they just keep putting off the project the entire night. Like every time they're like, all right, let's get down. Let's start rapping some bars. They're like, oh no, man, we got to go to this party. Oh no, man, we got to get some McDonald's. Oh no, man, we got to get some snacks. We got to get some weed. And they go to this party. And at one point, he's just like following Kira around. And she's like, oh, he's just following me. And he's like, oh, sorry. It's just so awkward.
Oh my god, he's following me.
Sorry.
It's funny.
Look into 9/11. Look into it.
You think the firefighter did that?
yeah, like I said, he's in the new like Office spinoff, The Paper. I didn't realize that was him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have no.
Maybe that's where I've seen him. Okay.
It's like when I googled his name, like he's like jacked. Like the first one of the pictures, like him just shirtless, super jacked, power lifter looking. And he's in some movie with your boy Stavros called "Let's Start a Cult," so I put that on the watch list.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I had that on the server for a minute. I don't know if it's still there. I should watch that. It's really sad how Matt dies.
It's very funny. Especially like when because it just happens, and They put him on the phone with the operator or whoever.
Will you talk to the cop person? Yeah. Right now, they're just asking how you're doing.
Hello?
Tell them you're good.
We just fucking made an album!
We did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like the monkey did with like so many times, like cutting straight to the funeral. It's like I gotta have a straight to casket shot after something funny. It's always gonna get a good pop for me.
So Jason accidentally shoots him in the leg, and they go to his funeral, and all the people we've seen in the movie are given eulogies. It's just like, thanks for not pressing charges against my friend Jason. We can all agree this was an accident. And then like their baby's crying the whole time. Matt has a kid. I love how he breaks down halfway through the movie and he's just like, I can't do this, man. I'm like 40. And I love how like his girl right before that his ex-girlfriend's like there's so many parts in this movie, but his ex-girlfriend's like, your son's getting old enough where he's gonna know you're a loser pretty soon. And she's like, that's so like hard to that'd be so hard to hear.
Well, his fucking yeah. Thankfully I don't have children and cats can't talk. But like when his ex's sister comes up to the party and she's like, she took off work to watch the kids because you were gonna make an album. So we're working on it. And then it cuts to his ex coming over and he's trying to get hard in the fucking bedroom and it's like he can't even get an erection. It's like,
you can't even get hard. Fuck, dude. R.I.P. Matt, dude. But they made a banger, dude. Bensinger. What was it called?
Tobyhanna, only eat Bensinger. Right down the street, I'll see you, Pennsylvania, brimming with vitality. The cold water, you be infected with immortality. Yes, it's my job. No more living on the land, eating corn on the cob. 1940s, the Germans invaded France. Now we gotta stand around in all slants bands. The credit card was invented by Hitler. Same type of person who litter. Tobyhanna, ready forever. Tobyhanna Township, from Apple Lane to Hansick Lane to Pond Road to from Toledo Way. The real action goes down on Fergus Way. Friend Matt is dead right now, in the leg like a bound. I don't blame my Jason for murder. Many can say they died beautiful, light in the woods for Mickey D's. How did these things always happen like these? Wonder if he went to hell or heaven, or sit thinking in 7-Eleven. Adopting that son will be so fun. Surprise him at wrestling with Cinnabon. Losing a friend is an awful thing, but being from Tobyhanna is an amazing thing. Do you have something to say for when you're Chris? Try to read these times, man, because we're pretty fucking...
What was even the point? Like, what is it? Just nonsense?
What?
With the Tobyhanna? Or?
It sounds like when I grew up in rural New York, there was a place called Blodgett Mills, and we just call it the Mills as like a fun name. So it seemed like they were saying like Blodgett Mills or something. Tobyhanna.
It's an unincorporated community in Pennsylvania. What else is it? It's a state park in Pennsylvania. So it's a real name. I don't know if anybody's from Pennsylvania in that crew, and that's where they got it from. Or is this supposed to be Pennsylvania? Did they say Pennsylvania in there?
I don't know. I mean, that's not far off from where I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, Tobyhanna has a population of 8,341. So, I mean, this is the type of thing that you would be doing probably in Tobyhanna if you were those guys.
Yeah, true. But yeah, their tape is terrible, and I love how they have the guy you said they brought up Fruity Loops. I don't remember when that happens, but that's hilarious.
It was at the very beginning, and like when they were talking to the one dude when he says something like, "I'm really worried about you hurting everything in this project," and then like when they first get out the laptop, and there was that one split second of like where it's updating, so it ought to be about an hour, when the Windows is updating, and I was like, "Oh god, that's hilarious." But he asks him, he says, "What are you using? Fruity Loops?" Like really derogatorily, like.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's even worse. He's using Audacity. I'm like, oh god. I've never edited audio in Audacity. I think it's possible, but it seems like a nightmare. It's like a record only thing for me.
I mean, like when I was in a band and stuff, and like we were recording in this one guy's basement, he used a thing called Cubase, which was like, I don't know. It was just a full line.
We know about Cubase.
And like I tried to mess with that and I hated it. But of course, like you can't just jump on someone's computer. You have to like spend those hours by yourself doing a bunch of shit. Like I used Reaper the most of anything. I liked Reaper. I thought it was pretty good.
Reaper?
Oh, Adam loves Reaper.
Yeah. Reaper.
I'm a Reason boy. Reason, I go hard. It's been like 15 years or something. I'm still here.
Wasn't that like, it was either Reason or Cubase? Wasn't that what it was like at that time that you would use?
Back in the day, it was like FL Studio, Reason, Cubase, Cakewalk, Sonar, maybe. And
Cakewalk was it.
And then, Ableton came onto the scene. Obviously, there was always Logic and Pro Tools if you had money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just love like all those references. They're so authentic, and yeah, this whole thing's shot on like, I don't know, some kind of like DV camera.
I wonder how much footage they shot for this, because it's like purposely doing all those edits. It's like, God, it's just like so frantic. Like I could just imagine myself. I would have to like take Adderall or something and stay up and like put on the same song and listen to it over and over and over as I'm editing and trying to pull out. And just like, that's cool. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 1.5 second here. Cut.
Jason and Matt's sister are hooking up. Casey is training to be a lifeguard at Kalahari Water Park. I was wondering who edited this. There's several editors. There's an additional editor on it. Danny Scharar. I think it's the perfect length, right? 55 minutes. Do you think it could be longer? Do you think they should have pushed it to feature?
No. I think if anything, they could have probably taken 5 or 6 minutes off here or there. They probably could have made the ending a little tighter at the very end. But this is all nitpicking, I think a solid like 45 minutes would have been best, but it's I don't know. It surprises you at every 10 minutes, like where it changes, so it's good.
Yeah, I got no issues with it whatsoever. I could have lived with this movie. I could have lived in. I wish it had sucked me inside the screen, sucked me off. That would have been ideal. Adam, would you recommend Rap World?
If you're a fan of Connor O'Malley, yeah, for sure, check out Rap World. I think that. Like we've said here, it really puts you in the 2009, which for me was fun because in 2009 I was in the Army, so I didn't really get to experience. I heard about like my friends who would do shit like this. So from a personal standpoint, it's a lot of fun to like go back into a time that maybe didn't really exist for myself. And yeah, along with everything we talked about today with Connor O'Malley, I mean, watch all of it. Just spend the day watching his YouTubes, and yeah, for sure, recommend 100%.
Good morning.
Joey, would you recommend Rap World from 2024?
I definitely would, especially if you're a freak and you do like found footage movies as well. Because like this is a comedy bit, but it is a good found footage flick as far as just being weird and a reason to have the camera on per se. Normally found footage is horror, so you don't get a lot of things like this. But it does a great job. I think it's one of those things that I think is great if you happen, like I wish the algorithm would pop stuff like this into my feed where it's like, oh, look what I found, as opposed to the, 8th video on The Next Generation or Dead by Daylight or whatever fucking thing I happened to look up the day before that, It's one reason I don't ever look up anything about guns on YouTube, because if you do, then it's like within 2 videos you have insane people being suggested to you for the next 3 weeks. You know, it's just it's a neat little gem to find. I wish people could find it. I do have.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were done. Go ahead if you're still going.
I was done, but I looked at my notes and I saw a note here. John Mayer, free falling is fucking atrocious. So.
Just John Mayer taking strays in here now too. Jesus.
I mean, I liked some of that old stuff, but that was oh god. Anyway, it's just that shouldn't exist. I do not recommend that.
He's got a good song. I think it's called New Something. It's like, you gotta take a new. It's a good song. I listen to it on acid a lot. Would I recommend Rap World? Yes, I would. I think this is a perfect example of post-cinema. And just like all those things we talked about before, all the supplementary Corey's, Slugs, Pipe Rock Theory, post-cinema. And I think this is, this is the future, man. This is what the kids are watching. If you wanna influence the kids, if you wanna get popular, I think you gotta be on YouTube. We're on YouTube now. Follow, subscribe, reach out. Leave a comment, all those things. Smash the subscribe button, hit the bell. I think he's one of the best. And, I'm not going to pit my beautiful ladies against each other, but he's outstanding. And I'm, whatever he puts out next, I'll be excited. It's just like when Eddie Burback puts out a video, I'm excited because it's this new media. I'm more excited to watch that than I am like Peacemaker season 2 or something. No offense. I'm excited to watch that too, to an extent, but this new media landscape of young creators, it exists and it's out there, and we just talked about it for an hour or whatever. And yeah, this one touched me deeply. I'd give it 5 stars. I know we don't do star ratings anymore, but I give it 5 stars. I have no issues with it. It's perfect. 5-star rating from Dan. I love it.
Good morning, fellow YouTubers. Bear Prepper here.
Adam, did you pick a spooky movie for next week?
We're gonna get spooky. We're gonna get spooky in space. Dan, I've been doing a rewatch of just all the Aliens movies, right? So I figure
I didn't know that.
Oh,
it's been it's been months in the making, if that's true.
Months in the making. And I want to go ahead. The one that I have not watched yet, we're going to watch Alien 3, directed by David Fincher. This has been a long time since I've seen. I saw this when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since. So
now, isn't there a big controversy about the director's cut or not for that film?
Good point. Which one are we watching, Adam?
Well, now I'm like, oh shit! I want to find the director's cut. Then,
all right, you watch the director's cut, and I'll watch the director's cut. Fuck, god damn it! Fuck, I don't like Alien 3. There's one thing you know about me, folks, is I don't like Alien 3.
Well, I'm so sorry, my friend.
I don't know. Maybe this will give me a new lease on the movie, and I'll love it now. But here's my initial thought on Alien 3 is I did the same thing you did years ago, and probably like 2019, 2020. I was like, yeah, let me watch Alien. I love Alien. Alien's one of my favorite movies of all time. Aliens I don't like because it's just Halo, all this. I feel like Halo. And then you got Alien 3. It was okay. I only watched it the once, and I just remember I might have misunderstood the movie, but I was like, why is she hanging out with all these pedophiles? Why are they doing pedophiles on my block? You can't be doing pedophilia on my block. But I don't know if that's actually what they all were. I think it was just a prison of murderers, probably.
I haven't seen Alien 3 since I was 15, so I...
And then you got Alien Resurrection. I loved Alien Resurrection because it's just fucking weird and French, and the camera's all over the place, and you have Chucky, Brad Dourif, just being like blah to the alien at one point, trying to have sex with it. It's just out there. I don't know.
I was a big Prometheus fan myself. I liked that when it came out.
I love Prometheus. Huge fan. Have you seen Prometheus, Adam?
Have I seen Prometheus? Yeah. Yes, I have. Big fan of it. Especially love the ending. That's the best part.
Yeah. I remember like when that came out, so many people thought it was shitting. Like one of my buddies went and saw it. And we both liked sci-fi a lot, both liked Star Trek a lot and stuff. And, well, used to like Star Trek a lot. And, he's like, yeah, you gotta see it. And I went and saw it. This is amazing. Why doesn't anybody like this? Everybody hates it. I don't get it. It's great. We have actually a real sci-fi movie in the theaters. It's nice.
It was kind of like a Last Jedi kind of backlash to that one, if I remember correctly. Everyone was like, "This sucks."
Yeah,
Red Letter Media made videos. I was like, "This sucks." But yeah, I like Prometheus. But yeah, what Alien 3? We'll check it out. That's a good pick, Adam. I was worried. I was thinking about it because I was like, what if he didn't remember to pick one, or what if he picks like a terrible one? What if he does another Serpent in the Rainbow?
I like the Serpent in the Rainbow.
So interesting pick at the very least, and check out Alien 3, folks. Let's do it up.
What's spinning this week?
The bonus segment. What's spinning this week, Adam?
Last night I went to a concert, Dan, and it was a secret. I didn't mention it. I never listened to the format before, but I went and saw them at the Arizona State Fair, and yeah, my wife got a bunch of merch. There's like a pop-up a few days ago. The merch line actually at the festival was insane. Like it stretched. I don't want to say it stretched on for a mile, but it felt like it stretched on for a mile. And
they always do, yeah.
And yeah, so she got two of their albums, and so I've been. After last night, I really enjoyed the show, so I've been getting. I want to get into those and lay down and listen to them as records are wont to be listened to.
They're like pop punk kind of thing from 2010 era, maybe before then.
Yeah, and they're from Arizona too. A lot of their songs like reference Tempe, Glendale, and it's a lot of It was pretty sick. I think that's the way if you're not super into a band, seeing them live in their home state is a good way to experience it.
Yeah, seeing any band live is like, it just makes them like, it just makes you listen to the music more, for sure. Do you agree with that, Joey? Do you see live music ever? When was the last time you saw a live show?
I honestly couldn't tell you full the way through. Honestly, I'm not like big on going to venues. Like, I guess just where I played music for so long, and I wasn't the fucking greatest player in the world, but I took playing guitar very seriously. I learned a lot about theory and things like that. And so after you kind of learn how the sausage is made, it's not as impressive. There's not that magic for me mostly anymore. In fact, honestly, I get pretty bored by that these days. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. When I see someone, they're like, I love going to live shows. I'm like, yeah, that's not my thing. I've never like been into it. I guess because like also like where I got so deep into learning music and playing music, it's harder to enjoy it. Just to enjoy it, the critique is always there. The critic is always in the back, watching how the form, oh well, this guitar's out of tune. It's driving me insane. Things like that. Boy, that was a fucking half step off there. Like, this is derivative. This is the same chord. It's just like all that stuff goes through my mind. So I just don't really enjoy going to see shows too much.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I don't love going to shows for bands I don't like necessarily, or music I don't like. That can be boring. But no, I don't have that critical ear. So sorry, man, that sucks.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I was like, it took me a long time not to be a complete fucking music snob. I was probably in my 20s, before I really started to open up to stuff, or like at least trying to appreciate or take something from something that I didn't necessarily like or click with right away. So I don't know. It's just doing anything of the same thing is just it's boring after a while to me. It's like I say, the magic's just not there. It's just like, it's like the same thing as watching Rap World. That's what it feels like to me, watching a bunch of but quite a few bands. I'm just like, oh, that's not good. It's not good. There's no.
What are you spinning this week? Just the Lily Shoo Shoo soundtrack?
That is like in the rotation pretty often. like autistically in there way too often. Like it's a.
Well, I was looking. Spotify has a function now where you can DM each other, and you send me a track, And I looked through there and it keeps history. And I was like, dude, we've been sending each other tracks since like 2021. And then I was like, this guy sent me the same track from Lily Chow Chow Shoo Shoo like 5 times.
Yeah. It's a great, I don't know. It's like certain things like that. Like, you know, it's all subjective because it's a matter of taste, right? You know, that's why it's kind of silly. But what else? I don't know. Most of the time now, I just listen to music when I'm working out. So I have like a 50-song playlist of shit to make me want to bench press stuff or
listen like 3 Days Grace or like Animal.
It's like a monomorph or something like that, you know.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be weightlifting again to the Lily Shoo Shoo soundtrack. I wanted to bring that up just to kind of hint. We're gonna cover Lily Shoo Shoo again in the future, aren't we?
If you know what's
yes,
good
that's
for
correct.
We're gonna talk about it again. I'm not gonna say any more about that until we premiere it, but you know, you might hear more about that movie again, folks. It's one of our most successful episodes for some reason. The algorithm likes it, and I'm sure when we put that original episode back up on YouTube, I think the algorithm's going to like that one too, just like it likes Ken Park and Kids. But yeah. I'll waste my time real quick. My what's spinning this week on a new Blu-ray I got. Can you guys see this? Can anyone see this? There you go. It's the WNUF Halloween special plus Out There Halloween mega tape. I picked this up at Walmart. My boy Chris LaMartina, director, had these in Walmart now. I think probably with help from TerraVision, and that just means like literally the Walmart right across the street from me just has these in a row on one of their end caps, and I got it, and I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it on the podcast. Basically, just an ad. Go to Walmart, folks. If you haven't listened to our WNUF episode, which also had Joey on it in one of his best appearances ever, which is amazing. He reads awesome like poetry kind of thing. It's not actually poetry, but like at a certain point, it just turns into that. But listen to the WNUF episode and go to Walmart and buy it, because now you can get both movies, the sequel, which we haven't talked about yet on the podcast, and the original on Blu-ray, less than $20.
I do need a third
Comes with
copy.
a snazzy... Yeah, dude, you can never have too many. And can you believe it? Clear case. Slipcover is not bad. It is, you know, like more of a flimsy thing, but $20 for both of these movies on Blu-ray is fucking crazy, dude. I didn't have the second one on Blu-ray yet, so I'm like so excited to throw that on this year. Adam, are you going to watch WNUF this year? Is it just one-time watch for you?
Just a one-time and done. No, yeah, I think I might watch it again. It's good Halloween. It should be a Halloween staple for everybody.
Oh yeah. Joey's showing off his Blu-ray collection of WNUF. He has more than I do, because Chris LaMartina has put out quite a few movies through his website. I ordered Trick or Treat with Reed Richmond. It's coming. So excited. And yeah, What Happens Next Will Scare You. Another one he's hanging up.
Chris,
like I don't own that one yet.
I like you, Chris. Please like me. Please like me, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, come on the podcast. Let's talk about Ghost Watch. Spoilers. That's really it for this week, folks. I don't have much else other than Ghost Watch. I don't own it on Blu-ray anymore. I'm so sad. That's it for us this week, folks. Adam, do you have any words of advice for our wonderful listeners who have sat through this episode?
If you guys want good words of advice, go listen to Dr. Ruth. I'm very happy that everyone was here today. I'm very happy for our guest. Very happy for you, Dan. And I can't wait to do this again next week.
Yeah, that's when we're doing this again, right? In a week? Not in like an hour?
It's fun, boys. I'll see you in an hour. Yeah. I gotta eat some soup and salad real quick and get my shit going.
I'm gonna quickly take notes. Yeah, I guess I'll just throw it out because you're on this episode. Maybe people won't listen to the curse one, but Joey, appreciate you coming on the podcast as always, man. It's, I just wanted to be sentimental for a minute, man. You are one of my best friends, so I appreciate you coming on the show and continuing to hang out.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Always nice to have you, buddy.
I'm sad it's been such a long time in between, but like I say, now we're getting to those winter months and the scary month and all the other months to come. And I'll be happy to join you whenever. It's always fun.
Yeah, door's always open. We had Jason, one of my friends, said he might show up today, and I was like, man, that'd be crazy if we just had random people just show up on one episode. But yeah, love having you, dude, and I love having you, Adam, on the show as well, and you, the listener. It's all for you, listener. And then I jump off the building and hang myself. Jazz, yo, from the planet Jazz. We're here to take over your honky asses, including you, host of the show.
Jazz alien Quattro invented the Big Five sound.
Yo, we're taking you to hell. You could be in hell, bitch.
White monkey.
All right, brothers, I won't hold you. Just save your files. Make sure you keep them close to your heart.